Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 106 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip across the United States of America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available. That you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself bound by addiction. So I'm here at the Perry County Park in Hazard, Kentucky. Nice little spot. That's the fire pit. Just gorgeous all around. It's really nice. I just kind of did the old cowboy camp thing last night, which was nice. So it's 8 o'clock. I just checked up on some things on Facebook and checked on my video that uploaded over the night last night. And I'm going to go ahead and roll this stuff up and get on the road early today. Just see how far I can go. There's the only next place to camp is Elkhorn, which is the state line, the city that's on the state line in Kentucky. And I want to say that was like 87 miles away. So since there's no camping in between here and there, I'm just going to go until I can't go anymore and find wherever that is. So yeah, gotta go get some breakfast, get some fuel going for the day. And another neat thing, I was on Facebook for the first time really that I could scroll through and look at things. And Happiness Hills Farm and Retreat, you gotta, if you're on Facebook, you gotta go check them out and like their page. But Jennifer and Alfredo the other day, Jennifer was recording little snippets all throughout the day, and I had no idea. I knew one of them she had at the bike shop, but I didn't even know at any point in time the rest of the day that she was recording, and she put this beautiful little day in the life video together. So go check it out. It was really nice, and make sure you like their page too. Great place to go. Definitely a destination, whether you're cycling, whether you're vacationing. If for any reason you need to be in the Berea area, that's the place to go, for sure. Loved it there. And good people too. So I'm going to get on the road, and you guys will see more of that right about now. Alright, so I just stopped in here to Circle T's. I actually ate there last night, and then I ate here again this morning. And in talking with everybody, just kind of having conversation, it was a nice little restaurant where, you know, it was really kind of a family feel. And so I'm sitting there, you know, talking, and Venmo pops up, and it's Elliot Wayner from home, a good friend of mine from Luke 4:18 Fellowship. And he had Venmo'd $20. So I was like, Elliot, thank you so much. I'm actually eating the breakfast that you bought right now. And so, get through talking, get through eating, go ahead, get up, get ready to leave. And I'll walk up to the register, and the lady was like, your breakfast has already been paid for. And so I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And so, yeah, Elliot, you're buying lunch today. But thank you so much, Circle T. I have no idea who it was. But if you see this video, if it was you, thank you so much. God bless you, and I appreciate it. So now, it's time to head on down the road. You'll see more of that right about now. All right, so I'm here at the post office in Bullen, Kentucky, and I have decided, based on the hills that I'm getting into, to send the front panniers home. So I rearranged everything, got rid of a bunch of stuff that is no longer essential. Again, it is really, really strange how, like, your body dictates, nope, don't need those clothes anymore. You can wear one pair of clothes, you know. Crazy stuff. I've actually got two so that I can wash one and, you know, not be naked. But yeah, I would even send the racks home if I could unbolt it and everything, but I sent my tools home in the last shipment. So this is like everything, you know, toenail clippers, geez, it's just a little bit of everything that I've needed, but now, like, with, you know, 15 days left, I don't need it. I actually looked at Jonathan Schaeffler, who I met back in Great Bend, Kansas. His Facebook, he just finished, and he sent his tent home, and then got rained on. But he sent his tent home because he said that the hills it's the steepest that he's had to climb on the entire trail. So I'm taking that and the verse, lay aside every weight that easily besets you, every sin and every weight that easily besets you. And finish the race. You know, that's what I'm down to do. I'm gonna finish this, and I've only got a certain amount of time left to do it. So rather than scale back on hills and elevation, I'm gonna do like Mike said at Mike's hiking bike and just slash some more weight. So this is at least 8 more pounds I can drop. And next thing that'll go home or get cashed out for cash is quarters. Next time I do laundry should be the last time. So I'll trade that in for a $10 bill, and I think that's as low as I can get. Honestly, I'm down to literally just survival mode. May even send my rain gear home if I get close enough to the coast and realize that it's not going to rain anymore. It's that real. Like, it's serious. These hills are ridiculous. Pippa Passes is where I'm headed to, and it's like on the map. I'll drop it right here, but they just go up, up, and I have not seen anything like that since Astoria, Oregon, where I started looking at those maps. Didn't see anything like that in Seattle or around the Olympic Peninsula either. It's getting real. But yeah, here's to finishing the race well. I'm going inside the post office and sending this stuff home. All right, so I am riding down a beautiful little creek here that looks like I ride down this creek for quite a long way. So this is enjoyable. I'm actually going upstream, so just because this little section's downhill, the most of it is a very, very slight uphill grade. I just came over the biggest hill on my trip today, so I was going to make it past Pippa Passes to a convenience store that's about 12 miles past Pippa Passes, and it's at the base of, I guess, the Pippa Passes. I don't really know. I don't know any of this area. As a matter of fact, I was calling the place I just came through, which is spelled F-I-S-T-Y, I was calling it Fisty, and the guy I was talking to was like, "This is feisty. We don't spell it F-I-E-S-T-Y out here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He said, "Son, you're in Kentucky." I was like, I got you. I'm sorry. So anyway, I was taking a little lunch break, and in Feisty, and I called ahead to several of the locations ahead. You know, there's no campsites listed, and so I was just kind of asking the grocery stores if there was anywhere to camp. I got a bunch of no's. So I finally scaled it all the way back to Hindman or Hindman, and that's like 23 miles from where I left this morning, which is not far at all. Being much lighter, I'm actually doing great. I did very well on the hill previously, but so I don't want to go that little bit of a distance. But I talked to a guy at the Historical Society named David, They usually have like a hostel available there. And so he said, you know, we're not doing that this year. We're sending everybody to the Baptist church. The Baptist church has set up like a house that they use for the youth that they're not using because of COVID. And so I asked him, I said, what about farther east? Is there anywhere? And he said, well, you got 63 miles between here and the next campground, the Breaks. He said, you definitely want to stay there because it's just, it's beautiful. It's called the Grand Canyon of the South, I guess to the locals in the area. But I said, well, what about, like, you know, he said, you're gonna ask about stealth camping. I said, yeah. He said, you don't want to do that. He said, hey, how's it going? He said, you know, it's not a good idea with the general area, that if you just kind of pull off and camp somewhere and you find a little trail or a little spot, he said, in this area of the world, if there's a trail or a spot that looks like it's campable, he said there are two types of people who have already been there or are there. He said people making meth or growing marijuana, or people you know, making moonshine, that kind of stuff. He said, so, you know, they're very territorial with those type of things, and of course I understood. But he said, you just don't want to do it. He said, your best bet is going to be to hump out the 63 miles, take a rest here, and then, you know, give it all you got from sun up to sundown tomorrow, and try to cover that 63 miles and 7,000 feet of elevation climb. I feel like I'll be better off doing that with the lightened weight. I do feel much more nimble on the bike now, so we'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there. Plus it gives me a second added benefit. There is rain coming in. It's getting really windy right now, and that would put me in before supper. It would give me time to relax, time to cut and edit the video and get to actual sleep early enough to have a long day tomorrow. And it'll keep me out of the rain. It's got air conditioning, a TV, all that kind of stuff, which normally I would put off, but after my conversation with David, I think I'm relatively sure. Plus he said that there was an incident. I'm the 41st cyclist that's called this year, and usually they have at that one place alone 300 to 700. He said, but because of everything being all crazy, he's actually heard of one older man who got robbed, or was attempted to be robbed, by two young guys that were all on some type of drug, probably methamphetamines. And he said he was at the base of a big hill and he just waved at a truck that went by like he knew him, and then got on his bike and just pedaled harder than he had all the way across the trail, and left the guys behind that they were on foot, you know. So considering the area, considering the amount of dogs, considering the fact that this is very, very remote Kentucky backwoods that I don't know and have been warned about, that is my new goal. So I'm gonna keep on riding down this beautiful little creek here. Another thing that's strange is there is so much trash. Like everywhere I look, there's Gatorade bottles, there's cups, beer bottles, trash, just refuse, plastic bags, tires. And I have not seen this much just refuse in any other state yet than I have on this little creek. So anyway, with all that being said, I'm gonna keep on pedaling, and you guys will see more of the journey right about now. Alright, so I made it to Hindman, still not really sure. And yes, that's a pizza place across the street. So, I spoke with, like I said earlier, David at the Historical Society, and he got me in touch with Stephen Bell. And these are my accommodations for the night. Yeah, it's another, I guess, youth facility, youth room area. But there's really, really, really good stuff for a cyclist here. I've got tables that I can sit and eat at. That's fine. That's kind of normal. Kitchen over here. Yeah, normal again. But shower, washer and dryer. That right there, that seals the deal for me. That makes it different than 90% of the other hostels on the trail. So I am here at 3:47. I've already went across the street and ordered a pizza. I actually got a pizza, a 2-liter, and some Senna sticks and cheese sticks. Because 63 miles tomorrow, without much, like, not really knowing what's in between here and there. That's going to be kind of rough. So, yeah, I'm going to stop in the video here. Go ahead and cut and edit it. Get my clothes washed. It's been a good day from waking up this morning there and packing everything up in Perry County Park. Nice easy ride. Again, it wasn't very many miles, but I'm going to go like I've gone from the time that I started this trip to now, off of the information that I get along the way. I don't ever really plan anything. I have an idea in my mind to go 40 miles a day, and then I just let the Lord dictate what that actually means. And so, yeah, really good day today. Nice, easy ride. Rain coming in tonight. High tomorrow's in the 50s. Hopefully that'll be good for me with the 3 big hills that I have to climb. You saw that earlier in the video. They're just spikes on the trail, so I haven't seen anything like that yet. And I have no experiential knowledge of what that means. All I can do is look at the graph, and then later on I'll go, oh, that's what that means. So anyway, while my pizza's cooking, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the end of the day for me today, nice and early. Getting up at sunrise in the morning, doing it. Well, as soon as it quits raining. Big day. Hopefully I can make it to the breaks. It sounds phenomenal. But with all that being said, if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama. And I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. That's the whole point of this ministry, is to build a rehab. And let's use YouTube now, though, as a tool that we might be able to save a life. If you know anybody who's in recovery, share this with them. We are all in it together, and I definitely need the recovery community's prayers and support as much as I pray for and support the recovery community. And last but not least, don't forget Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll leave a donation link in the description. Just click the down arrow and you can find it. You can go there, you can donate one time, you can donate monthly. It's whatever the Lord puts on your heart. If He puts it on your heart just to pray, then just pray. Prayer has got me all the way to Hindman, Kentucky. But do know that any funds left over from the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour will go to building Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. Yeah, thank you for your prayers. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for sharing these videos on your social media platform, for liking the videos on YouTube and commenting on YouTube. And just thank you in general for everything that you do out there, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew, and keeping this ministry going. I know it's through God who's blessed you to be able to help, and I'm thankful from the bottom of my heart. It's just amazing, over and over again, to see His provision through people I meet, on the way, and then through you as well. So, yeah, that's it for the day. I'm ready to wash some clothes, take a shower, reverse that, and get some sleep. So, and eat some pizza. From here in Hindman, Kentucky, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.